Alright, hopefully all is good to go. So, I did just spawn in, set it up, came to this teleporting place because I'm pretty sure when I walked through here and we went to the bottom and we couldn't progress, that was probably so I couldn't clear the place out. Alright, bye, EO. Before the story bit where they told me, I can't remember his name, is it Jack? Before Jack came down here and had his problems. Hey, Halo Master Chief, what's up? Yeah, when you messaged me on Twitter to see if I was doing the live stream, you probably couldn't have picked a better time. I was just in the middle of the last bit of preparing. I'm sure EO will... Yep, there she is. Now that she's actually available for a companion, I'm kind of curious how she's going to work. I've got a big pokey spear, and I'm pretty sure her halberd is going to be a lot more swing and smash. So, you know, she's got to be that stereotype of dainty anime girl who is also actually wielding the big, heavy weapon. Insert any variety here. Alright, so it's been a while since we went through a cave system. I think the last major cave area was right at the beginning of the game. I'm also probably going to make these next couple of streams pretty long because I want to guarantee that I get through the main part of this game within the next 2, maybe 3 streams.
The miasma must be too thick for it to get through.
Jack, calm down.
It's all right. We didn't come here to fight you.
The cavalry's here. Your sidekick sent us.
Basically, we're here to save your ass because you can't do the job.
Then she got away safely.
I also hope the audio is good and you guys are able to hear the game well enough. I know some of the...
I want to say to you, but I'll keep it short. Thank you for watching over Nicola. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, I know some of the scenes can be a little quieter than others.
Who was it? Who attacked you?
Somehow, the impossible happened. No successor.
Which impossible? Because at this point, we're probably working with a few.
A successor? Wait, are you saying Mito attacked you?
Eva already told you? That'll save some explaining. It's strange.
Oh, talk about brooding anime shot.
And yet,
the way he was
as far
just...
as I can tell, the crypt is still functioning
that
normally.
angle on the face there.
I was completely blind to his deception.
Wait, Ian, do you remember me telling you about the Nintendo Switch? Well, the one they showed on YouTube was a fake one.
Took the relics,
but they are making a Nintendo Switch Pro.
He has to be stopped.
I'm gonna give it a minute before I discuss that one.
Let's go with him. This might get bad.
Alright, there we go. I just wanted to wait for the cutscene to finish before I discuss this one. So, you were talking about the Nintendo Switch Pro that's, I don't want to say leaked because... The bit about this I want to cover is... First of all, to not die while discussing anything. Okay, she's down. When these kind of information oh my god, English. When these information leaks kind of come about, I have grown to be incredibly skeptical of them because so many times there are just people looking for quick... Ooh, who the heck sniped me? Holy cow. Can I target you with my gun yet? Guess not. It's too busy trying to get me on these guys. Too many times people are just looking for cheap, instant internet clout. And so, you know, people are just really good with Photoshop or Adobe After Effects. And it's become such a common skill that almost anybody can make a really good fake. A good example of how simple it can be is if you go back and look at the Nintendo 3DS, when that thing was first announced, it had a very sleek, almost corporate-looking reveal trailer when they started discussing its features, what it was going to be, how it looked. And of course it was based, off of the already well-established DS Lite design. And so when Nintendo made the official statement, it's obvious, like, oh, hey, this is exactly what it's going to be. When it comes right from Nintendo, you've got verified proof of how things are going to work. Okay, I can't go after him from there. But it's so almost corporately designed and marketed in that trailer that it's the kind of thing that is almost perfect for somebody to have just thrown together and just put on Reddit somewhere, And so I see so many leaks and official versions of this, that, and the other thing that it's not like you can't look at it and say, all right, so there might be something here. But so many times you have to look at it and be like, okay, but who are you? How did you figure this out? I need a little bit more source to go with your sauce, if you kind of fill in with what I'm going with there. Now, I have heard for a long time that there would be a Switch Pro. Oh, geez, all right. Poor dodging on that one. And a lot of people were just not buying into the idea that the... Jesus Christ, this lady's really hurting me. All right, I'm going to back off and try to break her shield first. And it's not like the idea of a Pro console is outside of Nintendo's wheelhouse. I mean, they've done that with almost everything since the Wii. They didn't have a Wii Pro, but after the Wii, everything seemed to have Pro versions. Even the Wii U had 2 versions, but those came at launch. So it's not like, oh, a Switch Pro is unlikely. For years, people were just like, yeah, we're going to wait for it to happen, because the people like me who bought the first generation Switch, we were all kind of expecting that, yeah, they're going to do it, and it's Nintendo's thing. And so the question now is, when it happens, what are the features really going to be? I would totally believe we already have a version of the Switch with a better processor and a better battery. What I would like to see in a Pro version would be, and here's the thing, I'm talking about like what I think would do good marketably and what would be feasible without being, crazy. All right, these guys are really starting to gang up on me. Give me a minute here. All right, they're dealt with, and now it's just the big guy who I'll leave to EO. Or not, she's really taking her time. All right, what I would like to see in a Switch Pro would just be an even better CPU. I would like to see a little bit more internal storage. I certainly wouldn't make much use of the internal storage. I think I have 1, maybe 2 digital games in total. But I know that there are a lot of people who are very digital games heavy. I really have to back up. I missed a few items, I think. And so I think they would benefit from that. And I would also like to see whatever, even just small updates they need to do so that the handheld version screen. Maybe I didn't miss anything. It doesn't... Oh, can I go up in here? So that the default in handheld mode screen would be a higher quality. Yeah, I can drop down here.
What's that?
You're gonna wait for me to pick this up, aren't you? I was too busy focusing on the one guy I saw. Whoops. It's my bad. Yep, they're hurting me now. Got caught in a stun lock there. But now that I've gone through and said my piece on that, I'm curious, Halo Master Chief, if you were to have, you know, maybe in reason, or maybe, you know, go off the wall and say, you know what, screw it, what if they could give us everything we wanted? What would you like to see in what you would consider a Switch Pro? Oh, and one last thing I'd add, obviously, anytime they can get more battery life, that's also great. I don't use my Switch in the handheld mode very often, but I know a lot of people do, and anytime they can make those features more viable, you know, anytime they can make it get that much closer to its docked settings already, that's kind of the direction I think they should probably go. Of course, you know, me liking my docked console, if they make it better in that mode, I'm in favor. But I am curious what your thoughts would be, since you're already in the boat of, yeah, you're going to get it, and frankly, so am I. Once they actually come out with something that's like, yeah, this is a substantial upgrade, it's a hard day one get for me. So it's not like they're going to have to work hard to make the sale between the two of us, but
This is a powerful foe.
and what are the features you would be delighted? Wow. Once again, English. For some reason, my first language, not my strongest. Pretty sure my strongest language is absolute gibberish and bullshit. Because that is the way I speak most of the time. I'll be honest, I've been loving this game so much, I kind of wished that, I think it's a Bandai Namco game. I really wish they would make a Switch version. Oh, Jesus Christ, that guy got right up on me. Because I would love to be able to just pick this up and bring it with me. The handful of times that I don't like this. I don't like this. The handful of times that I do make use of it in the handheld mode. Damn. Thank you, EO. Very much helpful. I'm gonna top myself off a bit more. You're hoping they make more space, meaning that more game space, so that way you can download a lot of games. Yeah, like I said, I don't do a lot of digital games, but I know so many people do. So yeah, that's one of the things that I was saying, just makes sense to me. Anytime you can give... Oh, I am like stuttering here. Game's loading a lot of stuff. Alright, looks like it cleaned up a bit. Yeah, anytime they can allow people the opportunity to put more in, to put more on, you know, that's just... Nobody wants to have to keep uninstalling games just in order to play what they've bought already. And the problem you run into that is for the people who buy more than their console can physically hold. Eventually, you know, these things time out. Like, the servers do eventually go off, and you will someday lose access to those games. So if they can have a bigger hard drive to at least hold, you know, a really decent library, it's always going to be helpful. I'm trying to think. I had a couple of games on the Switch that, you know, if I didn't have them on my console when the Switch library went offline, I wouldn't have them anymore. Not on the Switch, on the Wii. I had a couple of Wii games that when the Wii servers went offline, I just wouldn't have anymore. Oh, come on, I want those points, buddy. Don't want them badly enough to try that again, apparently. Just trying to get behind him and use the old backstab. But yeah, I try to keep, when I think about, like, what are upgrades that I'd like to see, I like to think in the realm of what's feasible. That way, I never have the bar raised so high that no company can achieve it, and I don't like, you know, overhyping something that just can't possibly be. I try to avoid that whenever I can. Oh, come on, pick it up. You look like a challenge.
This isn't the best place to fight.
You just gonna... I don't like that she's just standing there so ominously. So I'm just gonna take these big, heavy shots where I can, and... yeah, let's take you out before you even get a chance to really threaten me.
Fantastic.
She just stood there and took it.
This is that chamber from before. Look at that.
But yeah, also, when I, you know, set the bar to a standard that is, you know, air quotes to whatever it means, reasonable, this does also mean that when a company, you know, goes above and beyond, I'm always, you know, blown away, and, you know, you don't get that feeling very much these days. A lot of companies don't really do the above and beyond, and so when they do, I really want to make the most of my take on the effort the people who worked on the product must have put in to achieve that. It's the same thing with video games, you know. When a game, like, I had this game, Code Vein, pre-ordered. It was announced, I thought, oh, anime Dark Souls, that sounds really cool. And then, as it got closer and closer, they were showing screenshots, and I thought, oh, the art style, it looks really good. It's very edgelord, which is kind of what I expected and wanted with anime Dark Souls. There we go, got her. But then they put out, I don't remember the context specifically. They had a big, like, trailer that was almost entirely gameplay that I saw. And the problem with it was all they showed was like a boss fight, and it was, here's the boss fight and then another boss fight, and it almost made the game seem like what they were doing wasn't, you know, this kind of adventuring that I get to do right now, but rather almost like a boss gauntlet run, and that made it seem much less in line with what I was really hoping to get out of it. And so I actually canceled my pre-order and said, look, I thought this game was going to be awesome, and it's not for me, which immediately sent my bar of expectations down so low that it entered the realm of, I'm not interested enough to buy this game. Little did my dumb brain know, you know, when it went on sale on Steam and I picked it up, I was just like, holy cow, this game's freaking amazing, and I love it. And so it made the impact of how great the game was, you know, when I picked it up, just that much better.
It's beautiful. The lost are lurking in the shadows.
Want to find another, one of those flowery bonfire things. Especially because I'm getting torn apart by things all over the place. I know you have the... Oh, I am in a corner. Take her out. Beat her down. There we go. I know that you have the Smash Brothers and the Zelda game. I'm curious what's your next buy that you're looking at. I think we discussed this a couple of times. I don't remember if the Mario Odyssey was on your list. I think that's one that has come up before. But I'm curious if you've got any like little hidden gems on your list that just aren't in the mainstream that maybe I should have on my list somewhere. You never know when a random gem somebody's going to be like, oh, I've played this thing and it's so good and it's so underrated and not a lot of people know of it. And I'll be honest, some of those like hidden gems, those are some of my favorites. You get a lot of those digitally these days too, because they don't have the big budget backing to have a full physical release. And even when they do, it's on something like limited run games or something. And so if you miss your opportunity to buy it, you either pay a very overinflated price after the fact to scalpers, or you're able to get it, you know, beforehand. There we go. Where did you come from? I don't remember this many of you over here. And we just cleared this out once. Alright, then we got these things. Let's keep dodging, because I don't trust that this thing's... Never mind. I will take that opportunity all day long.
What's that?
Alright, we got a chest over here. Nope, I am getting this warp blade, I guess. And then piecing out. I want you guys at a distance. Come on. Where's Io at? Oh, she's fighting her own whatever. Alright, that's almost gone. There we go. Alright, 2 of them down. How many more waves of these things are we going to get? Apparently a few. That was a lucky dodge. Get in there and cause a little bit of extra damage. Alright, need to get rid of this gun now. Heal up and start dodging. One big benefit that that gun gives me is it does have a really, really good dodge. Very good at getting me around these guys. Oh, that hurt. Oh, get me out of there. I see your message. I'm just currently in a world of hurt. Can't get in there to read it. Oh, get out. Get out. Hit a couple of people with that one. That was great. Alright, you're gone. Big Red, working on getting him out of here. Jesus Christ, that sweep. Oh, the sweep. So massive. Okay, get out of there. And the backstab. Is this the last one? Is this mission complete? No, it's not. Oh, but this guy looks big, bad, and important. Not that he's fighting that way. Kinda hurt a little bit at the end there. Definitely gonna buy Mario Odyssey, and you're looking at Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Played it before. Yeah, the Nintendo Switch is really fun. It's got a great, I wouldn't necessarily say it's got a great, you know, multiplayer feel. I'd say it's almost more like party feel. It's got multiplayer games, and the ones it has are great and good. You know, Mario Kart, Mario Party's on there. Smash Brothers. But there's almost like the air and feeling more of just general fun rather than, you know, when you have games like Call of Duty and things like that. They're just competitive. You know, that's what I mean by the difference in party multiplayer rather than what we have come to understand as traditional multiplayer. Which is certainly not a bad thing. On either end. Alright, I don't need to head all the way back over there because we cleared that place out. But I want to make sure I don't aggro any of these characters and come to regret it as we decide to fight something down the line that chases me all the way back. Like that jerk firing lasers at me. Did they just randomly die? Alright. Yeah, I guess Io's able to take him out. That's great. Mario Odyssey, in my opinion, and I am willing to accept to the vastness of the internet that my opinion is wrong and I am an idiot. I enjoyed Mario Odyssey more than I did Zelda, the Breath of the Wild. Just hit you as hard as I can. Alright, problem solved.
Look at that.
Ooh, Mark of Honor.
I think we can open it now.
Keep searching.
I think part of what had
There
me...
must be
Alright,
a
I can't open
purpose
that.
for this.
Well, a part of what had me enjoy Mario Odyssey more than Breath of the Wild was that Mario Odyssey was non-stop going, whereas Breath of the Wild had so many points where it slowed down. And it's not like, I need to, knock the game for it slowing down at points, When a game's as involved as Breath of the Wild, you kind of need those moments to let you take a moment and process what's happening, where are you going, all that stuff. But it had so many of those moments that sometimes it felt a little less involved.
Something good?
Less involved. Once again, talking while playing, and my brain is just frying. So it's like, it's not that it's a bad thing at all. It's just, I think Mario Odyssey just appealed to that part of my brain a little bit better. Taste, preferences. Everybody's got them. Which is also why I think I'm enjoying this game so much. Although there are moments that are slower, like when I go through people's memories in this game. They're pretty few and far between, and I can take them at my pace.
I'll be there
And so much of the game is just constant things happening. It's like the game's always throwing just life at me. But also, it's not so massively overwhelming and mind-boggling that I can't handle what it's throwing at me, at least so far. I'm sure it's almost inevitable that this game will have those moments, It's one of those Soulsborne games. It's going to happen. Alright, another question for you, because I am possibly of this opinion. I'm kind of on the fence on it. Would you consider the Switch one of the best home consoles? There we go, got him down out of there. Of recent date? My only problem with, saying, oh yeah, is I am bringing to my mind, all my years loving the Super Nintendo and its greatness in its era. And also, the PlayStation 2 is still, top shelf just because of a massive library of great games. But there is something that the Switch has achieved. Its library's still going. It's got plenty of opportunity. It's almost like the fuel in its fire is not going anywhere yet. So it's like, even if it's not there now, it feels like it's going to be. Oh, get out of there. And so when I've heard people, reference the Switch as, the greatest console to date, which I think is also coming from a point of, fandom. People who say that are likely to already be Nintendo fans. But I don't think it's, something that's, necessarily unjustified when you look at how fast it's selling, how many games it's getting out for it. The fact that, even with Nintendo's history with problems of third-party developers, that here we're getting, you know, so many third-party games for
How
it.
do you like exploring with me?
It's not like you can call them out just for being fanboys entirely, you know? Definitely the best handheld console. And your favorite would be the Xbox. Probably, you know, in a similar vein to how I grew up with the Super Nintendo and then later on the PS2. That's probably a bit of, you know, in my case, a bit of personal bias, you know? Oh, jeez, that guy just messed me up with that. So remember I mentioned there's going to be a harder boss inevitably? I think I found him. I might maybe just have to, you know, dedicate some more time to learning these maneuvers of his. Alright, let's beef up a little. Wait for another opening. Alright. Are you gonna do something fancy? Yeah, you are. Really hoping I can backstab this guy, but it doesn't look like it. Although I can knock him down. Let's take advantage of that while I can. Get that little bit of fire damage on there. Oh, jeez. That is definitely changed. Okay, yeah, I kind of realized after the fact that's where that was going. Oh, EO, you are going down, and I am sorry. Yeah, and now I'm probably going to join her. I've got at least one round of going down, I'm sure, in me. Alright, buddy, come on. You and I aren't done yet. Let's take the big hits here while I can and get the hell out of there. Oh, alright, how much more are you going to hurt me? Surprisingly, not nearly enough. Yeah, I just need to survive a few of these moments. No! I was trying to get away from it so that I could dash in with my skill, and I just couldn't back away fast enough. That went surprisingly well, though. It started out so bad. But I kind of figured out his rhythm a little bit later on in it. So I'm willing to bet he's going to be another one of those 1-2 boss fights. Don't trigger. Don't come after me. At this point, I'm looking to get a couple of backstabs just to build a few more of those points up so I can do that dash in big swing a few times. You guys going to show up? Alright, that was a missed opportunity. Oh, don't hit me with that. Alright, even though I blew it on those, at least I'm not taking any damage going into here. So let's see how this goes. I also really want to pick these up. Where'd they go? Thinking of it, maybe there was, would have been better for me to have tried to get in with a fireball rather than the other skill I have. Alright, back away. He's gonna blow up. Yo, get out of there. Oh, he didn't detonate himself that time. Ah, there he goes with it. Okay. Just gonna focus on Io for a minute. It's a good opportunity for me to heal. Oh, jeez. I got caught right in the middle of it. Oh. He is really trying hard right now. Can't tell if that was going to be the 2 or the 3. Switch over to the gun. Let's see if I can get a couple of cheeky shots in while he's down and not be able to dodge because I'm switching weapons. Alright, that's a bad spot for me to be, but if he's focusing on Io, good opportunity for me to sneak in a couple of sneaky shots. Yeah, you're not done, but I can teleport through your bullshit. Swing! Now I'm gonna take it. I'm taking the shot. Oh, all right. Two attempts. That worked out pretty well. Not too, you know, life-altering.
A vestige.
Wait, did that lost leave something behind?
All right, let's see what we got here. I'm hoping we're gonna get more story on. I guess his name's Milo. The scientist guy.
This is Mr. Mito. He's going to be taking
Mito, okay.
I don't think we'll get along with him. He doesn't look like he smiles.
This is where it all began.
I don't really know how you can look at somebody once and just be like, I don't think this guy ever smiles. I mean, she might be right, but it seems like a weird thing to attribute to somebody who's just been introduced to you as
I thought I told you not to come in here.
somebody you're going to have to spend a lot of time with.
What is this? What have you done?
It's nothing to be concerned about. I'm merely indulging my curiosity. You, however, you will become something far greater.
And that puts him well within the realms of, you know, absolutely batshit crazy. You have an exploded just blood stain here. And your justification for that is, I was curious what would happen. I decided, you know, a couple of sticks of dynamite and run the wire, pump the fuse, and I just wanted to know what would happen.
You should celebrate. For today, we are entering a new phase of our research. Rejoice on this
What the hell happened to him?
Praise curiosity in the progress it brings.
That isn't even the same guy we saw.
To climb the ladder of evolution.
That is twice the big beefy man-child that we just fought, or saw. We didn't fight him. He's pretty much equally as big and beefy as the guy we just fought. What jacked him that big? What kind of steroids did he use? Or is he just one of those, you know, real late puberty bloomers? Real late.
He was well known and celebrated as a scientific genius. But he used orphans like us as guinea pigs for his twisted experiments. Then sold us all into slavery as enhanced soldiers.
I'm getting some strong, like, Shao Tucker vibes from this guy.
He always told us.
If you don't know by name who that is, that's the Full Metal Alchemist guy who
to the future.
mutilated his daughter for scientific purposes.
Stone of evolution.
To have a couple of feels on that one.
He used my friends over and over again, like they were just objects. bastard. I'll make you pay for what you've done.
Ooh, Dark Knight. From Miguel Garcia. That must have been one of his, one of the people he knew. That reminds me, did we save Jack now? Let me check my my items here. I'm wondering if we came across the door that required an item to get through, and yep, there it is, dog tags. I was wondering if we got it after fighting that boss. And backstab. Alright, no, I don't want anything to do with you. I'm going to come over here, I'm going to despawn you, and you're going to pretend that you never saw me. Should also... Did I just level up? I think I did. Yeah, I did. I like my build so much right now that I don't really feel the need to buy new skills to modify it. The only thing I'd buy if I know... Oh, hey. Almost forgot about you guys. If I notice it, is I would like some more dexterity skills and maybe something to help me get more stamina. But those are going to be, you know, passive skills, and only if I'm fishing through there and I see them. At this point, I'm just really digging the general layout I have. Dexterity, I got my big pokey stick, and unless I come across one better, same thing with my gun, I don't really feel much of a need to change it up. Although I might for a one-handed sword. I liked those at the beginning of the game, and it's been a while since I've found one that screamed, hey, use me. But I would absolutely switch back over to a sword if I came across one. They have the, like, sweeping arc when you swing them. And so, in moments where you've got enemies swarming all over you, it does help you to, deal with the pressure a bit more.
Shall we go down?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I can survive that. No fall damage. Why take the ladder when you can just jump?
Heading there now.
Thinking, okay, I didn't round the corner to make sure there's going to be nothing over there. Never know when they're going to throw some of those special items in there. Oh.
Smell something burning.
This is going to be different. We've been through a city before, but not fire. Alright, experiment time. Fire hurts. Got it. Yep. Oh, geez. And that just bounces you all over. I'm not even doing anything. I am just in between. I was just in between fire hitboxes. The actual stagger was pushing me into the other areas. I almost feel like that's a reason to not use my spear anymore. If nothing else, I'm gonna, you know, use the gun a bit more. It's placement safe. Jesus Christ, EO! I didn't catch what you just did, but it looked like she just picked him up and chucked him. Wanted none of his shit.
Those flames don't look like they'll die down anytime soon.
Okay. Gotta look out for those in the future. Alright. Oh, that was an item that was higher up. I can't get it yet. That one there. Is that... Okay, it's up here. I was going to say, it's like right on the edge on the map.
Did you find something?
I didn't know if it was maybe from the guy that EO just like chucked like a football. Alright, this is gonna hurt, but I want the item. I'm greedy. Big greed, big pain. Is kind of a dick move, but you know, if the enemies can't take me out, they're gonna have to throw level issues at me at some point.
We can't use that ladder yet.
God, just everywhere I walk hurts. It's like dealing with depression, but in a video game. Get out of here. Oh, that hurt even more. Dashing could become very problemsome. You know what, EO, if you want to dance in the fire, that's on you. I'm a bit more cowardice than that. Because being a coward keeps you safe. Oh! Oh god! I wasn't nearly coward enough! I got brave! I got brave and I paid for it! Bravery equals pain. I also forgot that this weapon, I think it's the gun, the fourth swing is a massive backstep. And so I could just be asking for a world of hurt. EO, you don't even care. You're just dancing around in the fire. Okay. Where next? I just feel like we've already had a couple of enemies that were in the fire when they came out at me. And so everything is a potential hiding spot for them. I need to get over there, because that's clearly going to be the shortcut the game's trying to lead me to. Which is going to be a nice shortcut when we get it. Get out of there. Didn't even know he was there. I just don't like the constant fire pain. Jesus! Okay! Where the hell did you come from? Shadow monkey? Can I backstab you? Apparently not. You're just quick. You're too quick for it. Alright. Starting to run low on those heals, so
I can certainly use this.
will you stop it? All of you guys. This is my house. Get out of here. Oh god, it hurts. All of the fire. Give me some of that dragon force. I'm going through the fire and the flames. I don't even... Is Dragon Force even still doing anything? I haven't heard anything about them in years. Alright. Really?
Don't worry.
Turn the corner and it's in my face. No, you come here, buddy. I'm not going there. I've already paid that price. Alright, should be good to get through now. Oh, I overlooked that. That could have been real painful. Come on. You guys are well placed to be all kinds of pain. More than one of you, and that's all it takes. Oh, come to think of it, Halo Master Chief, if you're still in chat, let me know. I have a couple of questions I'd like to ask you, but don't really need to bring them up if you're not hanging around to answer them.
Sorry, I was.
God, where am I even going? There's so much in this map now. I feel, okay, I need to backtrack a little bit because this is back, I think, towards the shortcut. Yeah. Yep, there it is.
What's that doing there?
Oh, flowers. That's
Now we can climb up.
actually a
and
little
back.
topical. Alright, yeah, you're still here? I was wondering. I seem to recall you mentioned you might be having a significant other in your life. I'm curious if you managed to throw together plans for the upcoming Valentine's.
This ladder is new to me. Over here.
Oh, geez, where am I even going? My brain is trying to piece this place together, and it's just never ending. Oh. But that does tie into... Oh, hey.
How do you like
What I was going to get at,
exploring?
I'm not sure if I'll be able to throw together some plans for it or not, but if I am, that will push my live stream back a day or two.
Nothing gets past you.
Luckily, I think the following Monday. Still having trouble trusting where I'm going and what's happening in the game. That fire's almost pointless on these guys. Anyways, yeah, it might push my stream day back to Saturday or Sunday. Have I been here? I can't even tell anymore. The map goes so many places and does so many things. But either way, it is still going to happen. Luckily, I think the following Monday is, I think, President's Day, which, if it is a day I have off. So, even if I have to push it back to that Monday, it's still going to happen.
Such
That
menace.
guy looks big and intimidating.
I pray there's
But I
something
feel
valuable
like,
inside.
so far, I have been a terrible judge of what's going to hurt me and what isn't. Alright, you've got quite the hit box you go for. Oh, geez, I just slapped my microphone real hard there. Sorry about that. Alright. Not doing too bad. Oh, jeez. No, no, no. Go down. Get... Yes! Okay. That hurt quite a bit, but he's out of my way now. Out of my life. No more problem. Okay, I can't just jump across from that. That's all blocked off. I was gonna say, they're gonna make me take more damage just to get to him, aren't they? But looks like that's a no-go. Which I'm thankful for. Alright, so yeah, wrap around a little bit more, and then drop down on him, right?
We haven't been noticed.
Alright. Still got stairs, so we don't have to dedicate to that action. Is there another way up here, though? Nope. Trying to scope out a little bit.
Am I pulling my weight in the water?
Yeah, I wasn't trusting that they weren't going to throw something at me here. Trying to get my dodges going, man. This is going to be rough. Alright, gonna go this way. So that hopefully things that are currently trying to kill me will be less in number. My plan didn't work.
Do you have enough regeneration remaining?
Alright, you would celebrate Valentine's Day, but for some reason the girlfriend is not a fan. She thinks, why be lovey-dovey when you can do it every day? Yeah, okay, I get that. Yeah, I can kind of understand where she's coming from. It's, why pick a particular day when any day should be a valid time for it? I mean, I also take the mindset of, if you don't need a particular day to be lovey-dovey, you know, what's wrong with doing it because it's a holiday?
What's that?
But certainly, you know, if she's of the mindset to not celebrate it, you know, it is kind of traditionally the her holiday. So, you know, don't question the powers that be, you know.
He's trying to did I play my part well? Look at that.
And of course, of all things to try to shake the boat over, whether or not to celebrate a holiday seems like a pretty dumb one. Alright, I've got to head back over. I've got to head over there somehow. I am all out of healing. I think I have a couple of items that will do the job if I really start to need it. But right now I'm going to try to take the approach of, no, Ian, just be extra cautious. Alright, he has a ranged attack. Didn't see that coming. So my attempt at being extra cautious was just thrown in my face. Yeah, this is the one that will let me heal. Gives me Ecor as well. God, I don't want to use it though.
Nothing is more important than preparedness.
I guess I'm going to. I hope they'll give me another one and it's not one of those items I only get one of. Because I am an item hoarder and I hate wasting items. Oh geez, that's not anything. So I need to figure out. Because this is where I drop down to get there. So that means nothing for progress in that sense. Were there stairs all the way back there? I don't think I looked for any. I think I was too busy avoiding fire damage. Let's give this a more proper look. Oh, that was scary. For some way to get over that. Or around it. No, it's just got nothing over here. No quick advancements. No shortcuts. Can't get up on top of that. Alright. Backtracking it is. That's pretty much all I've got right now. I might have to go all the way back just to refill my healing juice. I think I'll do that. At least that way I don't have to slow the momentum down. And I can just keep making dashes towards progress. Where am I going? God, this is all the way back. It's like my brain didn't even want to understand where I was heading. I want that item, but I want healing more. Alright. What do we got? Where is it? I know it was back here. God, I have to go through all that again. Hopefully I'll do a little bit better job this time. Alright, I know there's a big fire dude in here. And I want you dealt with before I progress on. Alright, he got me with a little bit. Wasn't too bad. I thought my stun was going to be a little bit earlier than it actually happened. Yeah, your magic bullshit didn't get me that time. And I should be able to just, you know, hop, skip, and jump right across back to that other side of the map, which is hopefully the progress I'm looking for. There was that item right over here I missed, so I'll grab that while I'm making the rounds. Yep, you're prepped and ready to hurt me. I've been up to the left. Ladder's up here. Alright, the high ground is good because where we're heading does seem to be up to some degree. Alright, can't head off that way. Guess we keep pushing through. I've got some like momentary brain work to do here. Oh geez, and I picked a terrible spot to do it. How do I get up and around that way? Is it this? Alright. We have something different here at least. Alright. You guys are dealt with. You hurt a lot, but you're dealt with. You followed me. Why did you follow me? Ah, okay. I did miss something. So now real progress? Or fake progress?
What's that?
I'm not sure when I can trust my eyes and not. I mean, obviously loading a cutscene, that implies real
What a
progress.
terrible place.
1 minute, I need to grab a drink.
See no way to green? It's just absurd.
It's him.
Even now, humanity buds into a new world of possibility.
Oh, his voice is coming from that crystal there.
Was that a memory?
Are these his memories or other people's memories?
You got this?
See no way to green? It's just absurd, Gregorio. Even you must realize that no progress.
Am I
can
supposed
be
to put my
made
3D
without
glasses on?
sacrifices.
Sir, the vessel has been prepared.
It's got a lot of that
This
blue and red
relics a seed
going
that will
on.
sprout our future. Even now,
I wonder if that would have
buds
done
into a
anything
new
in those
world of
moments.
possibility.
Relic transfer of the subject in suit has begun. Compatibility remains stable.
Split. I can
So,
see why she
Yakumo's friend, was Mito just hardcore torturing them
beautiful flower.
while Mito is unconscious? Or, I suppose, dead?
The crypt is complete. Now,
Got some like weird Dragon Ball rules as to how death works here.
come now. We have all the time in the world.
Yeah, Mito is just working on being a straight monster.
The successor. It was you. Emily.
So
Let's
far,
head to
the
the crypt.
successors we've seen seemed like they chose to sign up for their position. This seems like
fire.
the first one we've had that
Is
was
that your way of
forced
calling
on
for
them.
help? Hold on.
So Yakumo's got a bit of a vendetta here to work off of now. Because while the other ones were tragic, they actively made the choice for one reason or another. Oh, jeez. That hit hard as hell. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ew. I need you to get in there with him. Oh, this guy's a pain. God, he's so wild. Got him. Got him in the back. Alright, that's oh my god, that did almost nothing. At least it gave me the time to end it. But he was low on health and the backstab, he just still laughed it off.
Did you find something good?
Alright. Oh. I don't know why that glowing of the embers in the wall caught my attention. Thought it was going to be one of those red memory stones. The vestiges or whatever they call them. Alright, there's a lot going on over there. Oh geez, I can fall left or right. You have an item for sure over there. And one right here. We also have a spot to heal up, so I'm going to pick this one and then backtrack a bit. Rest here. We should spend those points too. That simple nobody enemy put me through my paces, so clearly I'm in need of some extra juice. Alright, yep. You flying monkey guys. I am curious on the concept of how some of these creatures came to be. Alright, I bet these fireproof tonics are something I should be using, and I'm just an idiot. And haven't been. But I'm willing to brute force my way through stuff. Simply on the grounds of being a stubborn idiot. It's the way I've made it through life. There's an item I think one of the guys dropped. I don't know if I want to consider it worth it going down. How much am I willing to let my greed control my life here? There's another item over there. Oh, you would send me flying into all kinds of fire pain. So yeah, if you're just going to let me hang back, I'm going to do that. Thank you, EO. MVP. Alright. Not the item okay, no, that was the item I thought was below. Glad I didn't go hunting for it. And it looks like this other one is back this way.
Heading there now.
These levels are definitely getting more elaborate. Like the early cave systems were so straightforward. And these ones still have an obvious right way to go. But there's so much more exploring to be done. Do not knock me into the fire. Got enough problems with fire already. Dancing so dangerously close to everything all the time. Yeah. Oh, jeez. ran away, which is doing you all kinds of favors. Get back here, Jesus. They were so out of sync.
We can certainly use this.
Alright, there's an item. Another one. I feel like I've built up a lot of these shards. Oh, come on. I wanted to get the backstab so bad. Alright, you're gone. You're about to be gone. I hope EO took care of the other one. Of course she did. She's a badass.
I hope this short nap does you some good.
Alright, I want to get up there, but I don't know how yet. Nothing is screaming to me, this is the way. I need Ugandan knuckles in my life right now. Alright, come on. Considering how frail they like presented EO as being, she just gets in there.
I hope you'll be of some assistance.
She is not nearly as dainty as the game originally wanted me to believe she is. Alright, we can backtrack around. That still doesn't get me to the chest that I wanted. Maybe there's a... Okay, maybe that branch off point will take us more that way.
Hold it.
Yeah, it did. Don't care. Got the item. Do what you will. Again, getting the item. Alright. May have left something up there. Not gonna fret too much about it. It's just whatever that monkey thing dropped off. Okay, so... Oh, geez. Don't tell me I have to run back there and find another... I'm doing it. That looks like it somehow connects with the stuff that was going on over here. Oh, that's in the field. I made terrible mistakes. Like fighting another one of these guys, for one. I don't care. EO will get me up, I hope. EO, got another one. Got another one? Thank you. And at the cost of her life. Still working on that MVP status right there, EO. Come on. Yep. No, I don't care. Get dropped. Did you just heal? Is this an enemy that can heal? Is that what they just threw at me? Oh god, no, that's gonna be it. Yeah, I saw that thing off in the corner of my vision, and I just accepted defeat. God, is that gonna send me all the way back? I don't even remember where my last...
I was waiting for you.
Yeah, there's a lot of distance to cover again.
We have looked
Don't care. This is a much more favorable spot to fight you guys anyways. Alright, they're dealt with. Take the easy backstab. Have you seen a Sonic fan-made animation? Oh, he didn't die. The first was called Sonic vs. Nazo. And there's a trailer of the second Sonic, The Wrath of Nazo. Second is way better than the first one. I have not seen any of these Sonic fan-made trailers. Animations. I am well aware that the Sonic fan-base community is very active and they do a lot. Some of it is incredibly fantastic. I'm trying to think back to the last Sonic fan thing that I saw. Aside from, you know, just fan art of things. And I'll be honest, I am having trouble placing my mind at anything. It's been so long since I've actively sought any of that stuff out. But I'm well aware that they are a very active group, so I will look into that. I am a fan of people doing animation. I watch a lot of various YouTuber animators. Sorry, my brain's working on don't die mode right now. There we go. And so, yeah, I'd definitely be willing to give him a shot, because I don't remember. No, actually, I take that back. I do remember what was my first, like, dive into, oh, get out of there. Get out of there. I am getting my ass kicked. Just go. Just drop. Get out of here. Go away. Okay. My first, like, dive into the small independent animators. Do you remember, I think he's the guy who started the Ruby series, Monty Ohm? Oh, how do I get over there? Is that where I was working to before? Yeah, I think this is the direction I was working towards before. Which means I have to backtrack and find my way there again. He did a couple of smaller, not as elaborate shows. He did a really cool one. I can't remember what it was called, but it was like a huge gunfight sequence taking place in a church or something. Every time he gets me with that one move. Alright. I don't know what the hell just happened there. I just got my ass kicked. Get out of here, you spiky ball of death. Such a problem. Guess I just leave EO for him. He's more than I'm comfortable facing. And now I'm the only one he's got interest in, of course. No, everything hurts. Oh, he's down. Get him while he's down. Don't stop. Just cause big pain. Okay. That actually worked out a lot better for me than it should have. But yeah, I'm trying to think. There was another one he did that I was really excited for, and I was so sad that it seemed like it was a project he dropped for a while. It was like Final Dead Fantasy or something like that. It was a bunch of the Dead, I think Dead Rising, not Dead Rising. It was Final Fantasy meets Dead or Alive, and it was just a bunch of fighting sequences that were really cool to watch. But I think when he started Ruby, he just kind of didn't do anything with that series. And then, you know, rest his soul, he passed away. But that was my first, like, looking at independent animators and just saying, okay, hold on, there are some people out there doing some crazy good shit. And so that was my, like, I'm looking into this stuff. And I can't think of any by name that are, you know, outside of the common, you know, I think, what's her name, Vivzy Pop? Whatever that channel is.
Looks like we can't go on.
You know, that recently did what Hell of a Boss and whatever the other one was, Has Been Hotel. That was a big project recently that I saw that was just pretty amazing. But yeah, I'll look into this Sonic versus Nazo. I don't know if it's Nazo or how it's pronounced, but
You cannot regenerate much more.
I'm going to say it a few more times just to try to cement it in my brain. Just relate it to the YouTube no-go word of Nazis.
Ridiculous. We found something.
That'll be a way to remember it. Which, I'll be honest, the very concept of just Sonic in World War II, something about that is making my brain a little giggly. Have you watched any of those Montiome projects, out of curiosity? That stuff goes way back in the YouTube time machine. Alright, there's no quick way over there, so I guess I have to go all the way back around. Eat all that little bit of chip damage the whole way through, with my one healing item left. There's another series I've been following recently, which, if you have any interest in, you know, independent game design, this person seems like they're doing some crazy work, and I can't remember the channel name. You'll have to, you know, give me a minute. Jeez, a minute, not a English. Me and English, man, I swear we fight. Anyways, this guy's been doing like an anime-inspired. In concept, it's real simple. Just like what's the word I want to throw at it? Action platformer.
Sorry, I was looking at something.
And he's going through the process all the way from character design, mock-up to final delivery.
The crypt. I've been waiting.
And if I can look up the channel name after the stream at some point, I will put it in a comment section to the video, because he's doing really good work, and I think it's a great insight piece into modern game design. I can't remember what platform he's using. I think it's Unity. I think he's using the Unity engine. I might be wrong on that.
2 o'clock! Damn it, they just keep coming. Miguel, Emily, we're falling back.
But the way he presents it and the way he goes about showing the process, it's almost presented in a way that makes you think that,
We're all going back home alive.
you know, like, oh, I could do that. I mean, I'd have to practice a little bit. I'd have to hone a couple of skills, but he presents it in a way that makes the concept so approachable. Which you know, when you're talking about things that aren't crazy ambitious, like this game would be for as an example of an ambitious title. When you're talking about things that aren't crazy ambitious, they really are a lot more approachable than I think some people initially fear things being. I mean, I've mentioned it before. I've done 3D animation. I've done programming. I have a history with a lot of the steps And I've even done a couple of courses on game design.
Don't worry. I don't intend.
I mean, it's several years ago now.
I promise. One of these days.
But all of that stuff is just individual building blocks that,
together.
surprisingly, with
I like the sound.
just a little bit of training and practice, you can get yourself up to a point that you'd be surprised that you can actually throw things together. I mean, how good they'll be is going to be a topic up for debate, obviously. But the idea that you can go from, like, I don't know what I'm doing, to a crudely thrown together something that's functional in in some cases, a fairly short amount of time, is kind of surprising when you go about it. I don't want to put any timelines to it because, everybody's different. Everybody learns at their own pace. But when you approach it in such bite-sized formats, it's kind of
Waiting for you.
eye-opening.
Please, spin a thread of memory for me.
Alright, I made the mistake of not paying attention to the first vestige at all, and so I don't even know what's going on about it. Alright, you were on the phone with somebody. I was saying that I have not seen the Sonic and the Wrath of Nazo. And then I went on a huge rant about a couple of other projects I've looked into. I was talking about Monty Ohm. I went into talking about a channel that, after the stream, I'm going to try to find the channel name and I'll put it in either the description or I'll put it as a pinned comment or something down below. To quickly summarize the long-winded statement I had, he presents modern game design in like small bite-sized sections over a period of time, and he's currently working on a like action platformer kind of game.
I like your attitude.
3D, anime inspired in its art style. But yeah, that's generally where I was going with my very long-winded ramble. So it looks like the stories we're getting right now are of Yakumo before he fell unconscious, and we have his interactions with his team.
I want at least you two to get out of here.
So he was trying to be all self-sacrifice, and part of me is thinking that they were probably of the mindset of, that's not happening. We're going to stay with you. That seems to be the mindset of a lot of military people, Nobody's going to let you be the hero. You go in there together, you come out together. Which is a mentality I can really appreciate. We need more people with a mindset of that, just in in the general world.
I've been waiting.
All right, let's get the last vestige here before. I'm imagining it's going to be the same as the other ones. We're gonna give her these vestiges, and then we're just gonna go right into a boss fight. And it seems like the only time we're having to do these are when they're somehow bosses that are tied to the queen.
That bastard Mito told me when I woke up.
Alright, Miguel was one that we've actually already killed, I think.
And we aren't the only ones.
I think he was the Dark Knight guy that we fought in the underground.
I don't know much else.
And so Mito seems to be the guy who's transforming them into these revenants that we are now.
Only two of you woke up? Well, I guess it will have to do. It's time to put you to work.
Yeah, and so everybody else is still out. Emily and Miguel, they woke up first.
Because obedience is your only option.
So that's got to be Yakumo there, still down.
To dispose of your sleeping friends, that is. Your task is simple.
And Mito hasn't roided himself out yet.
Laying down your very life should it prove necessary. I expect you to serve me diligently in this purpose.
So unlike, it seems, my character, who got involved during the attempt to fight the Queen as a Revenant,
I felt something important slip away.
Yakumo and his team, it seems like they started the fight as humans.
Was the day when Yakumo would
So they were on the front line just as, you know, everyday soldiers. And then when they assumably were overrun and just taken out, that's when Mito stepped in and turned them into Revenants. So they actually predate the player character's involvement a little bit, I think.
Continued success from you.
This game seems like, to put things into a properly placed out timeline, it would take a lot more sitting down and working out what's really happening than what I'm putting through it in a stream. But it almost seems like, yeah, there are set timelines, set events happen. And yeah, I could imagine you could piece it all together quite easily if you just paid a little bit more attention than I do. Which is great because it makes it seem like there's so much going on and it's so much information here and there. But the fact that I can look at it and be like, yeah, these are pieces of a puzzle that clearly go together. Pretty nice. Alright, I think that was all of them. Yep. Alright, so let's move on and let's find, I guess at this point it's going to be Emily. We've already fought Miguel. Which means it's going to be another sexed up enemy, isn't it? There's going to be something about it that's just going to be like, oh, yep, that's feminine as all heck. And, appealing to traits. Yeah, we got a cat girl. I was definitely correct. Alright, you're going to be agile as heck, which is going to be a problem because that's basically like fighting my own build in boss form. Also, is she going to have AoE skills from the fire?
You're kidding, right? You were all alone, Emily. It must have been so hard.
Don't worry, Yakumo. We're going to go in there, we're going to deal with this issue, and we're going to, I guess, wake her up.
I'll bring your suffering to an end.
I need to check back on that first boss.
Just hold on. A little while longer.
In between streams, I went back and checked on the kid, and the kid's still sitting there willing to talk. And so I don't know if that first boss is going to have any reaction to us yet. I'm assuming because the kid didn't die that she might not be dead. Yeah, just keep stabbing you in the backside until you give me a reason to not be there. Alright, dodge spamming is going to be a problem. And she's down. Don't stop causing damage. Yeah, that fire skill is pointless. I should have realized. Alright, she's got a new mode. I still don't know fully what it's going to do. It seems like what it's mostly built for right now is hurting EO. Oh, that is fast. Am I just like in a safe spot? just curled up right in her. I feel like she can't even hit me right now. Yeah, that was easy. I was so worried she was going to be bouncing all over the place. No, she just let me walk right up and end her. That was a little disappointing, actually. So much build-up for it. Although I'd imagine maybe if you had a less agile character, one that had to fight to keep up with her speed, maybe that's what it was supposed to be meant to take out. Definitely somebody trying to run like a mage or firearm build would probably have a bit of trouble too. Because a lot of her stuff was closing a gap. If you don't give her the gap, what does she have? I need to look up how many of these bosses there are, since I've been wanting to try and pace this game out to the next 2 to 3 sessions. Because I want to play, when it comes out, like day one, I want to stream probably every time I play it. The upcoming Rune Factory 4. It's a game I've mentioned before as being one of my most, anticipated titles for a while now.
No, they're still asleep. That's all. They'll wake up before long.
It was easily
We don't have the luxury to coddle late bloomers.
my most favorite
Failure will fuel your success.
3DS
They will
game.
serve as offerings to your ascension.
Wait. Whatever you want to do, just do it to me.
Did he dispose of them?
An intriguing offer.
Did we...
Rubbing
Okay,
fingers off them.
he's roided out right now. He's already jacked Mito. So, at some point, they must have fallen in battle as revenants? Because Miguel wasn't up. He was down there in the pit.
Don't worry, Yakumo.
Yeah, and since Yakumo was one of them, down there.
So, next time we meet, you can pay me back that bunch of onigiri. Got that?
Take care, you guys.
So, once again, I guess, in order to save her friends, she agreed to be put up to a bunch of his experiments and become one of these
Tempered
things.
will has the power to resist the relic's corruption. Soon, humanity will rise to a higher plane of existence, knowing all, transcending all, and eventually
I
consuming.
feel like his outfits is just
Just you
weirdly similar to mine.
wait. In the end, I will come for you.
Oh, jeez. The world pulls away and I get pulled with it. Alright, Yakumo, where you at? You've got to have your meeting with this girl. Everybody gets their day. You've got to say goodbye, only for me to be like, nah, immediately. Goodbyes don't mean anything. Because you have the power of the protagonist on your side. Go on. You're holding back, Yakumo. What's... Big, strong man. You gotta just approach her.
Hey,
Yakumo? No way! It really is you, Yakumo! You're all better, too! That's so wonderful!
honestly, if it wasn't for the
Sorry
fact
it took
that
me
these
so long to
characters
get
can just
here,
be
but-
immediately
Well,
just, I'm here, I'm going to recover you,
Don't worry.
these would be a
It's my
lot more
decision, after
emotionally
all.
impactful. Because they do a pretty good job with
I was
the
supposed to keep you all safe.
farewell, everybody's sad scenes.
I'm sorry, Emily.
They're just given
Come
too
on,
little
Yakumo.
weight.
We like you because you're always pushing forward and not dwelling on the past. We all looked up to you growing up.
I'll
So
be
pull
honest, I'm
yourself
digging the
together
beret.
already.
I don't know, something about it.
Sorry.
I like it.
What did I just say?
Very cute.
You're still as fierce as ever, aren't
Which, given the fact that she's a soldier, probably shouldn't be what I'm saying about her, but
I really am glad.
I
though.
stand by it.
I didn't think I would ever see you again. Thank you, Yakumo.
Got any of those onigiri? Jeez.
I guess stomachs don't know any better.
Sheesh. Here. Take
Literally, I'm about to fade into
onigiri!
ash and just become
I've been
the
waiting for
statue
this.
of nothing. And I'm still hungry. It's kind of funny.
So good. That was wonderful.
Are you sure you don't want more? You always wanted more.
I'm satisfied. Because, you know,
Kinda currently in the process of dying.
Hey, wait.
so, Yakumo, there's something I'd like you to do for me.
Oh, come on.
Do you remember how you used to hold me when I was little? Could you?
Okay, that's not where I thought this was going, but we can work with that.
Is this all right?
Perfect.
Are they gonna have the now kiss scene, or is it just gonna be
Thank you.
is she turns to stone or whatever they do?
Emily.
Yakumo, you know, I've always, Yakumo, I've always,
Yep. Kinda saw that coming. She took too long. Once again, luckily we already know that I can apparently wake her right up. See, that scene would be so much more impactful if we haven't already just been told by the game twice now that those scenes, you don't even have to work to bring them back. You're just here, so you get to do it.
what?
Although that one, probably the second of the second worst goodbye moment, and I think that's only a personal preference because I can relate to the sibling one a little bit more. I am really hoping that by the end of the game, we're going to be able to break these barriers that they're in, and they'll just be able to roam around. Because a part of me thinks it would be kind of cool to...
Good to be back.
I don't know, the hub world we have where it's like the church. If that opens up and it's just like, oh yeah, here's all the friends that you helped save at some point, and they're just there in their giant monster forms. I think that'd be a little funny.
What were you going to say earlier? You know, you were saying something.
Oh, well... You won't laugh?
Why would I?
I've always loved your onigiri. I can't get enough.
Yeah, now that death isn't literally on her doorstep,
Oh, was that it?
she's gonna back out.
Well, you're in luck. Because for you, I'm happy to make as many as you like, as often as you want.
Good. I'll be waiting.
Still a fun, cute little exchange between them. Oh, where's Jack in all of this? Has he just been with us? No, that's Yakumo. I saw the back of the head and I was like, is that white? It's just because we're in a red area. His red hair doesn't exactly stand out amongst all the fire.
You're already carrying.
Which brings me back to, where's Jack? We saved him 2 boss fights ago and he's just been, like, gone. Is he still wandering around?
Well, time to move. Come on.
I also didn't go back and check up on his partner.
Just you wait.
Once we saved him.
I swear, I'll make that bastard pay for what he's done.
Alright, Mito's our new target, so we're gonna have to figure out a clue as to where the heck he's at. Or he's gonna come find us. That works out well too. I won't complain.
That was such a moving scene. In fact, I almost found myself laughing.
You, Mito.
Is he gonna laugh us off just as well as Jack did our first time?
Dealing with the successors was supposed to be his job.
Or is he gonna be on like the Queen's level of badass?
Your ass, pal.
Alright, he's got some minions with him. We fought a couple of these guys already, though. Oh, they've got the same weapon Jack does.
My guinea pigs have been gifted with the power of the relics. I must say,
which makes a little bit more sense once he referenced that he knew what Jack's job was. Like maybe they were in some sort of partnership. Jack was such a badass when he fought us, and Mito just punches him in the gut. Jack 100% got the drop on him, and Mito just turns it on him.
You're late. How can you be slacking off when you've got such an important job?
That is a power scale right there.
I'm here to take back all of the relics you stole.
Oh, and do what with them exactly? After all, your vessel is broken.
What are you talking about?
Oh my, you didn't notice? I gave your precious Eva a little present.
Oh, he's fucking with the
EO
clones.
You allowed her to escape. That is incorrect. I allowed her to escape.
That's...
Alright, the fuck did he inject her with?
I installed a prototype in that lovely throat of hers.
So is she going to become another of
That means
these,
she was already...
like, hosts of these, parts of the Queen?
Frenzy before long, and a frenzied relic will be compelled to seek Gregorio. Do you suppose she's already wandering the snow-capped mountains?
The game's doing a really good job of even making me want to just be like, just let me fight Mito now. Let me just drop him. So they're definitely doing a good job of establishing the hatred of the villain character right now, since we can't have it be Jack anymore.
I must say farewell to a certain dotard.
I do hope we get to save him again, though.
Get back here, you
We had him as a partner once before, so I imagine the game's going to give him as another partner now that we're in the present time. So we just saved Jack. We engaged Mito.
To go find her.
Now we have to go save Eva, now that we apparently ignorantly left her behind when we went to find Jack. Alright, is there a... Nope, no teleporty thing in here.
I'm doing just fine, thanks to you.
Alright,
Come hang
well,
out again.
so she's up and talking. And there is no teleporty crystal in here, so I have to backtrack a little bit. I used like one healing crystal in that fight, didn't I? Oh, hold up. I walked right... Let me just go back here. I walked right past this.
They found something valuable
There we
today.
go. And those are all for EO, so we'll have to backtrack and figure that out. In the meantime, I guess 91, we're hitting a lot of high points. I go back to the home base to try and check on her? They mentioned that she's already wandering the snow-capped mountains. I seem to recall... Did we find a door in there? I think there was a door we couldn't go through. I remember falling down a series of ladders and finding one. It's a little different than the white ones that we've already been through. Alright, yeah, so she is not in here anymore. I guess that was my cue as to where I should actually be heading then. So these snow areas. Where was it by, though? I'll start at the falls, because that seems possible. And I'll work my way through them from there. It was right near, I think, one of these teleporting crystals. So I shouldn't have to do much hunting. Either way, I don't want to backtrack too far from where it spawns me, because I'm going to trigger all those gun-happy guys back there. And they're their own problem. Alright, so this leads to a ladder. So I'll start with this one and try this out. I forgot about you. I don't care, though. You're not nearly enough of a threat. Yeah, this looks like what I was trying to remember. So I bet this is where we're heading. Don't worry, Eva. We're gonna get you. We're gonna get you out of here.
Heading there now.
We don't seem to have much trouble getting past the other guys, so... The only thing that would make her situation any different is she's one of these, she seems to be one of the same whatever beings that EO is.
Is Eva up ahead?
Which, I don't know, might make a difference. Alright, nothing back that way. Because we still haven't been fully explained to who and what EO is. Other than these defenders.
leaves are withered. Is it too dry for them?
Are we at another desert area? I was not a fan of the last one. Although that is a strong contrast. We go from the snow-capped mountains to a desert area
There
again.
used to be just ruins here, but now they've been turned into a desert. The successor who created this crypt used their very
Successors,
last
that's the
ounce
word I
of
was looking
strength
for.
as they struggled to resist their relic. The wind scattered salt from a dried-up lake over the land nearby, making it barren. Now it's the same kind of desolate place as the one where Eva was born. She and I promised each other.
So it seems like
One of
Eva
us
was
fell
made
to
a
the
successor
thirst.
by
The other would
having
have the last
one
of
of
their
these whatevers
Eva is
injected in
waiting
her.
for me, just over there.
So they might not be
I'm talking too much.
purely physical
Anyway, I'm going on ahead.
items.
This is between
Maybe
me
it's
and
like
Eva.
tied to the blood. Wouldn't be unfitting for the game. There's some sort of something in the blood that they're just injecting into people that makes them successors. To keep these parts of the queen at bay. Oh, I kind of digging the visual on that. Alright, big bug guy, you're not in a swamp this time. Which seems like it makes you more threatening. That was not the way I expected that to go. Jesus. You closed in fast. I didn't even think I triggered him. Alright, so I can't turn my back on you guys. There we go, dropped.
We can certainly use this.
Alright, where... Don't have any of the map unlocked, so it's just pure exploring now.
Everything will be alright. I promise I'll keep you safe.
Oh, jeez, trying to dodge around you. To get those backstabs. Not very easy. Alright, can't go up there, so wrap around here. Oh, I knew you guys weren't... Oh, get me out of this corner. I knew at least one of you guys were going to get up.
Beware of the sand.
Oh, what are you going to do? Nope. That's going to be dangerous. That's fast. Alright, then that's nothing. I can't rule anything out. You never know what's going to be a threat.
Why am I all look at that in a place?
Alright,
like
and we're
this?
back here. There was another spot down here I didn't go down. In the middle. Alright, just a quick item. Not a bad grab.
How shall we proceed? What's that?
Is this
I guess
locked?
it won't open.
Okay. It didn't have the big line through it, so I almost thought it was unlocked.
The footing looks bad.
I kind of feel like these guys, these basic starting enemies, they need something to change them up. I don't know, a different
Sand
weapon,
drains ichor.
different move set.
Let's avoid.
They've
deep
just
sand.
lost a lot of their challenge. Like these guys are a little different. They like to blow themselves up. I don't know why I couldn't stab him. I was too busy getting shocked by the fact that I couldn't even hit him, that this guy just snuck right up on me.
Did you find something good?
But yeah, even there, when he got a huge advantage, he just wasn't allowed to capitalize on it. I made a real simple mistake, and the game was just like, just gonna slap you around a little bit. One at the start of the game, just because, you know, I'm significantly stronger of a character than I was at the start. The game would have punished me hard for that, even with those starting guys. Meanwhile, these guys, now that they're not in the sludge, they're given, I don't know, a bit of a different moveset, and I am having trouble compensating for it. I also know this game can be played online. I'm thinking maybe at some point I should try that. I don't know if it's going to be like Dark Souls and let people invade me. Because I'm sure at that point I'm going to be wiped by anybody who drops in. Come on. Having big slowdown. There we go. Oh, you look big and threatening. Are you one of those big shocky guys? Again from the swamp area? Yeah, you don't even like letting me hurt you. Even when I hit you. It means nothing. Although, holy hell, EO. Alright, yeah, you just keep going. I'll get involved at some point. He got a couple of good hits on me, though. That, I don't know, Sand Rasengan or whatever he chucked at me. That was a pretty nice move. I like that.
Jack, there's something I wanted to say.
Oh, there it is.
Stay cautious. We found something valuable today.
Okay, there's nothing off that way. So again, I'm back to finding another progress path. I went that way. That seemed to be a lot of nothing.
I'll be there soon.
So where's the part I'm missing? Is it that ladder? No, because that dropped right there. Maybe there's another ladder this way, and I just missed it.
Sorry.
Alright, I went right. There wasn't a lot going this way, but I'm going to double check anyways. No ladders. No obvious stairs. No hallways. Put the gun on while I'm at it. I think I move a little bit faster with it. I know that my dodge is better with it as well. Alright, back this way, and nothing. So there's nothing over there. No pathway here. No big obvious ladders. So wherever it is, progress is not back this way. And it's not back that way. So there's something I missed. Can't go in there. I've already tried that one. We followed that path all the way to its end. Well, here's a place we haven't gone.
I believe we can climb that.
Let's put the spear back on now that we have something new to go off of. Okay, this is where that guy fell down and fought me.
I see something in the sand. I see one of the lost up ahead.
We got an item in the middle there. Yeah, let's clear the guys out up here first. Please don't knock me down. You have every opportunity to really mess me up with that. Also looks like I could be knocked down back that way. I didn't even consider that. It's gonna let me get behind you? Not really. He's just big enough that he is his own wall. Couldn't really get behind him for a butt stab. Whoops, wrong button. That sucked. I just wasted that. You know, I'm just not even going to switch to the gun. I want this item, and I want out of this nightmare. I'll fight you guys up here. Once again, I'm more confident about this fight. I'm also pretty confident of leaving EO to you. You guys don't stand a chance. It's the only place that looks like any kind of progress.
I found some missile.
Big map. Big map gains. Gonna fall on me? Nope, he's gonna keep staying there.
I believe we can climb that.
I like that enemy. He knows what he's about. He's guarding that one way, and that's all he's gonna do.
Looks impossible.
Oh boy! Nope, nope, no, that's gonna hurt. Yeah, that hurt. That also hurt. You know what? Let's just let's pretend that didn't happen.
We can relax for a while here.
The ball. I totally ate that. That fall though, never happened. All right, what's your timing gonna be?
I'll be there soon.
Break these, get through. Break more of these? Totally thought there was going to be an item there or something. Alright, an enemy. I'll take that. Preferably if I can get a backstab. Build up more of those points. So that I can fire my gun more. I'm a good American. I know that that is exactly what everybody should strive for. The ability to fire your gun more. Always the end goal. Just, you know, responsibly. Oh, he's got a shotgun. I think I have one of those. I've just... I don't know, I haven't used it. That close range of it seems not really worth it. And he's dropped. Alright, I've been back here, I've been over there. Head back here though. Wait for the next ball. Because he's getting pretty quick with them. Alright, no enemy here. That one looks a little bit more problematic. I can't rush in and then break it. I have to break it first, which leaves me out in the open. Yo, you're, can you get out of there? Thank you. And go. Go, go, go. Alright, we got this way and that way. No easy enemy takedowns. Alright, no backstabs either. Took that one right away from me.
Use this.
I need to deal with him first, and then I can hop, skip, and jump across the other way. Beautiful backstab. I don't think I could have done that dodge any better. That was like just flawless. Because I am amazing at the video game. Which is great for that to be the case for once. Oh, I also got a healing item. Which gives me more healing rather than the last couple.
That was a difficult
It seemed
climb.
like they were giving me
There.
where each heal means more.
There's a lot of
Alright, come on, you kickboxing. Oh, that guy hit hard. Very much underestimated him.
We finished.
I don't even think he did much damage, but he really staggered me with that one shot he did get.
Watch for incoming fire. The top
Gonna
row of
grab this
enemies
item.
first,
Before we push onto these enemies.
but there is a side path.
Alright. Yeah, you dodged the wrong, attacked the wrong way. Darn it. I thought I had some Ecor or whatever it's called. And I was trying to use that to trigger a skill. I forgot the sand has been draining it. Alright, two guys here. And I really don't have any Ecor to speak of, so don't really have to fight to get out of here fast. Ooh, another one of these
This
guys.
place is a nest for the lost.
This guy, where I'm slowed down, is going to be an interesting fight. Not only am I slowed down, I'm also crippled from really building up any Ecor to speak of. So stamina is limited, Ecor count is limited. This is a way to cripple me. Alright, let's go for the big heals. Ah, didn't get it off in time. Get out of there. That's gonna start hurting. Jesus Christ. He's got to be, like, almost dealt with, right? Oh, get knocked down. All right. That one was a pain. It was a fun pain, but it was a pain.
Heading there now.
I did definitely feel a little crippled there. It's like having half of your toolbox taken away. There we go. They took away half of the things I have to work with. All of my skills were gone. My stamina is getting eaten like crazy just because it's so hard to move in here. I really hope they don't do that to me at the boss fight. Oh my god. Having no Ecor, and being slowed down. It's one thing if the boss's skill slows me down. It's another thing if the terrain is just get fucked personified. There we go. Got the backstab again. I love getting those. They're so satisfying. Like, I have a block and I have a parry, and I don't use it at all, ever. everything is dodge first and then murder. I'm also getting a little worried. I don't think we had an ambush in this area. We didn't have one. I don't think we had one in the fire area. We didn't have one in this area. And so we're kind of overdue for one. And those will really mess me up.
Looks like an elevator that goes down.
Okay, you know what? I've already fought everything out that way, and I think that was... It looks like that's right on the other side of where I just stopped going, for whatever reason. I stopped progressing. I came back here, I saw the ladder, and I just went with it. Maybe it doesn't. It almost... Yeah, I might be wrong. But I know that there's another wraparound, and since I still have a lot of my health, and 2 more of these healings to use, I don't think I need to take it. Unless these things all start really messing me up. I could easily just, like, navigate my way through and not even trigger any of them. But my fear is the game's going to throw a big baddie at me, and then I'm going to wind up triggering all of them in my attempt to dodge them. And guess what we see off in the distance there? The moment you get to dodge these guys is so short. They're very quick. They're deceptively quick. They actually look like their animation is a lot slower than it is for when it starts hurting you. Alright, you're an easy one to deal with. So are you. The problem is going to be when I turn my back and all of a sudden there's like 7 of these guys climbing up the wall.
Nothing gets past you.
Oh, record. Alright. I love they call it the antique LP. And here I am like, oh yeah, I have a couple of records. Way to make me feel old, game. On the plus side, they aren't exactly my records. Inherited them from my father, so, you know. That said, I do officially own a record player and several records. Listen to a lot of them, too. A lot of good old music. Not that anybody really needs to be informed that, guess what, good music is, you know, timeless. It's gonna be some every when. Oh, don't do this. Come on. Just over here. Damn it! That's what I was worried about with the others. They got me. I fell for it. Alright, let's get behind it. That was the one thing I tried so hard to make sure it didn't happen. And they got me with it. Alright, I still have 1 healing left. And this looks like it's starting to narrow out. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to keep pushing forward.
I'll be there soon.
Oh god. That's a mistake. That was all kinds of dumb. I saw the explosive, and my decision was to charge into it.
Not to be wounded any further.
Should have been the easiest, just dodge back and away. We had a wall to work with and everything. Alright, dodged one of them, couldn't dodge the other. These things are dealt with. And my only problem here is I see one sunken thing and a guy over there who could possibly get up. I know I'm going to trigger the big guy. Oh, I'm not. He doesn't have any interest. I'm going to back away instead. Leave him be. And I'm going to, just casually pass my way around to this ladder here. Which I think is going to be the ladder I saw before. Yeah, I don't want to mess with them. They look like they're going to be mean business.
Why wasn't it lowered in the first
Business I'm not ready for.
That's a powerful sound.
Oh, wait, even... I think I know where this is going. It's going to go all the way back down to that start area. But it's still not going to be an immediate out. I have to probably fight my way to the door. Oh, maybe not. I'm just going to jump for it. I'm going to take the leap and assume a margin of safety on my way. Holy shit. Okay, I saw them drop something on me. It looked like they did. Did EO just deal with it that fast?
Shall we try opening it? What's
My
the
God, she just doesn't fuck around. Alright, let's head back this way and get that big heal. Top me off so that we can go deal with whatever's going to be at the end there. I still need to fight that that guy that was like, I don't know, sitting down, eating, praying, whatever he was doing.
Sorry, I was looking at something.
So did it drop somebody down on me? Maybe not. Although I did miss this item. Grab that on my way.
Is someone pulling
Is someone pulling the cables? No, it's a machine, EO. Things work on like electricity. In which case, my only question is, what's still running in this place? What's providing the energy there?
heading there now?
Alright. You're going to be pretty quick to deal with. I want to deal with this guy first. He's the bigger threat. So I want to have, completely topped off. Oh, jeez. Okay, can I dodge through some of those? Yes, I can. Couldn't really do that. There we go. All right. It wasn't clean, but it worked. I'm going to grab that red whatever all the way. Oh, I completely missed this one. Come on. There it is. Oh, not you two. I thought I was safe from you. Get dropped quick. Because you're a jerk. Oh god, there's something else in here. Okay, she dealt with it. I didn't know what it was. I just saw another red dot on the mini screen. The mini map there.
It hurts a bit, but we found something.
I didn't know what it was and I wanted no part of it. That one guy, or this one area, took 3 of my healing options there. And if I go to heal, he's going to come back. Luckily, I won't have to go that way, so might be able to... Alright, bye. Might be able to avoid having to deal with that as an issue. I was waiting for it to trigger. That one took forever. Dropped an item.
We can
Want it?
certainly use this.
It should have, probably affect me a bit more that I'm being hit by everything. But no, just swaggering on through with big confidence right now. What do we got at the end here? We're gonna have the big boss room. I wonder if she's gonna have her own guardian lady. I guess that answers my question.
I've been waiting. Please.
Do we have them all?
Spin a thread of memory for me.
Oh, I guess I picked them all up. So she couldn't have been here very long because Eva wasn't a chosen whatchamadoo for any more than, I don't know, a couple of hours?
Hey, make sure you don't suck out too much. These humans die easily from blood loss.
Are you really sure it's safe for us to be snatching humans like this? If one of Silva's dogs gets wind of what we're doing...
They're the ones sitting pretty and getting fat with their levies. We have our rights. You're so annoying. Stop that ear-splitting racket.
Alright. So once again, we're getting mixed information on Silva. You know, they started out almost presenting his involvement as like he's going to be the big villain.
You can't talk, can you?
But we're also getting a lot of, but maybe he's a good guy. We even had that point where he fought alongside us. And by us, I mean the main character and Jack, since we just saw him there as well.
I had the chance to read your letter. Unfortunately, I can't grant your request. I'll come straight to the point. There's no future in being a revenant. Don't throw your life away. Forget the past and live as
Trying to get a good look at who that is, because it almost looks like it's Eva from the back. But I think there was also a doctor lady that looked similar. And she almost looked like she was in a, like one of those medical coats. And so I couldn't tell if it was a dress that was just because of the texture of the model, or if that was the lab coat. Because now I'm getting confused as to whether or not these are Eva's memories or memories of Jack. They've got to be Eva's.
I've been waiting. Please. Spin
And this one's called Themisto. All of these EO clones.
Forget the past? That's impossible.
Yeah, it is Eva.
My heart aches every time I see.
And it does look, from the side here, a lot more like her outfit.
In a place like this, what can I possibly do to make it easier for him?
So did she seek Jack out to become a revenant? Either way, she's clearly got an obsession with him to want to work with and help him.
Numbers like yours. But I do have to say that the numbers aren't everything. If you fail this, you will lose yourself completely. Are you sure about this?
And she was clearly willing to go to great deals, to great ends,
I'm sure your determination
to help him
will
out.
prove to be an invaluable asset through the process.
And I really have to get back to that that spot to heal again.
Wait.
I don't want to fight a boss on, what is it we have left, like 5?
Thank you for saving me.
Although I think we might have one of the big healing items again. I think I'm only allowed to carry so many. And I think right now it's only 1. So when we went back, it auto-restocked us I'm going to check that afterwards. Because if I have that health vial, red blood, whatever, as an option, I'm going to want to use it. Or be aware that it's an option, at the very least. It's kind of like a big +1 to however many of those healing crystals that we have. Yeah, so we do have another pure blood.
I've been waiting. Please.
Wonder how many of those I have in storage.
Spin a thread of memory for me.
I also noticed when we fast traveled last, I've done a pretty good job of clearing out these maps.
That this was the only way we could find to
I do want to get 100% out of them, since I think even my lowest one is already like an 83 or whatever it was.
If you can't accept that, then leave.
So it looks like I'll be able to explore all of the maps. I've done pretty good so far. Although some of them get to be pretty crazy in their labyrinthian setup.
Can you really take on more than one relic?
It hurts a bit, but I'll be fine. Besides, it's nothing compared to the pain you always carry.
It'll be safe here.
So
let's rest a while.
I'm sorry.
She comes along after we fell into the pit.
After all, it is nice to
dedicated to Jack. And looks very similar, yet a little different to EO. And definitely different than the rest of the clones. So I'm so far writing that up to her being her own unique character rather than necessarily being tied to the rest of them. Not going to rule it out. But I'm curious how, if she'll tie into their story bit. I'm just thinking, like, eventually I'm going to hit a point. Mito's a mad scientist guy. I wonder if there's like a patient zero of them that had something special about them. And we're just going to come across like tanks filled with these characters being created. Because when like movies and other video games do that and give you the reveal of just like fabricated life being thrown together in a monstrous mad scientist kind of way, it's quite often a pretty powerful scene. And I'm kind of hoping we get one of those. These things are back? No, I'm just going to rush past them. Don't tell me everything's back. Nope. The fire breather guy isn't, so that's just that's a hard no.
This thing is huge.
I want to get those heals back. Because right after that's going to be the boss fight. Alright, just dash on through.
I'll be there soon.
Alright, I think this is probably going to be nearing the probably the last boss fight. But I feel like afterwards there's going to be enough narrative. I don't know if it's going to, you know, rejuvenate the want to keep going. Alright, up we go. Alright, EO, you're going to catch right up. Yep, there she goes, teleporting. It's a really nice skill. Wish you would use that more.
I'll be there soon.
Nah, I'm going to deal with your bullshit. Can't backstab you until you get up. But I can keep beating you down. Make you not want to stand up anymore. Alright, don't want to deal with you at all. Best case scenario, you don't even get triggered.
Heading there now.
Alright, and then this isn't draining my E-core building up to the boss. That was something else I was worried about. The sand was gonna start draining me as almost a restriction at the start of the fight. Like I'm gonna have to fight to earn that E-core back. Which would be an interesting challenge. To have it set up that like all this is draining. Like there's no way you're gonna have enough E-core to save any by the time you'd get up there. And so in order to build up your E-core, you'd either have to sacrifice an item or start fighting to earn it back. Alright, let's buff before it. I hope the cutscene doesn't count as eating through the time that it would be applied. Oh, she's like separate from it a little. Like it's holding her.
Eva.
Kind of is, but it's like also growing from her. That's an interesting one.
You don't have to fight.
All of the others so far have been very monstrous and separate from their...
Don't worry. It's all gonna be okay.
From the human
I'll
piece.
take on the relics now.
Jack, you don't have to kill her. We've already backed this up. There are other ways. We've done 3 of them at least.
Don't try to stop me.
Is he just like willfully ignorant of the fact? Like he's intentionally blocking it out? We do, however, have a tough fight now that we stopped him. Yeah, she's keeping more of her human features. God, that's kind of cool, though. Getting some Gara vibes. She controls the sand. Alright, let's ready up.
Watch yourself.
Oh, she also seems very similar to those other, like, angelic fighters. Oh, okay, and then these things follow me around. Alright, let's top back off again. I made some bad calls there. Although that teleport skill is pretty nice. Yeah, I shouldn't have been in that. Alright, first round, you know, recon mode, figuring out what she's about. God, that's such a... It's got such a high, like, effect area. I wonder if there's a way to, kind of be a source of choosing what skills she activates and when. Like if we stay close to her, does it change her attacks up a bit? Oh, that's a problem. That's a big problem. I didn't know what that was doing. She's definitely a strange one. There's going to be a lot of having to completely change and adapt what I've been thinking of doing so far. I also think maybe I should switch to Yakumo. His ability to eat so many hits and hit hard as hell could be great here. Oh, get out of that! Didn't make any difference. God, that's so fast. Then again, Io kept me going. She's played her role so well. Damn it! Oh, but she get me back up. I thought that was going to be it, because I think that skill of hers has a cooldown, and I didn't pay attention to where it was. I think she just pretty much won us the round. Holy hell! Io coming through with the big heals. I had no justification for pulling through that the way I did, but her keeping up on those heals, that was exactly what I needed. Alright, Jack, you gonna come in here with us this time?
It's over. No, this isn't the end. Come on. Let's go see her again.
Everybody's had their moments. Like, Jack, it's your
What do
turn.
you say?
Get your happy ending.
It's not
I mean,
possible.
happy with, like, air quotes around it. Is it really happy? It's better than what you thought you were getting, for sure. God, we just have, like, a moment of, like, mini stroke or seizure there or something. That one seemed a little different. Like the veiny things, they got repelled a little. How long is this streaming? Oh, it's coming up close to 3 hours.
Owned by revenants.
Okay, so I really don't get to walk around here.
I couldn't even speak, but he took me in without a second thought. I always felt that I was in his debt. I have a naturally high compatibility. So, if there's any way that my body could possibly...
So part of Eva's big skills was her voice, I think they said at one point in the game. So the fact that when Jack found her, she couldn't even sing. That's a little interesting.
You're finally awake, Jack. Are you still in pain?
I must have fallen asleep. I'm fine. Don't waste your voice on me. This isn't the time for it.
I'm afraid I can't obey that order. I enjoy singing for you too much.
They have a very unique relationship. Hold up. Holy shit, yeah. Oh, I can't go in there. They were at the place that we use as a hiding point.
I have no regrets.
Oh shit.
Still,
This is like right before
I could sing for you.
she transformed. That's why she's here. Okay, so they weren't here together. That was right before she straight up went rogue. Alright, she's this way. That, I didn't even wrap my head around that. You got nothing, Jack? Just gonna sit there, wait it out? You gonna push him into it too? Yakumo, we just shoved him right in. She's got a very, like, opera-esque outfit going on.
I've put you through far too much.
No. You haven't. When I first met you, I had absolutely nothing. You gave me the light of hope. And my voice.
They don't have a lot of... It's very much like a meeting of two people with very few words between them. But
please,
they've still got a lot of connection here.
From the moment I took on my role, I knew this would eventually be my fate. But I was still happy. Because I was with you.
Yeah. Me too.
Now in this case, the interaction between Jack and Eva makes a lot more sense. Because I guess up until this point, Jack still isn't fully aware of the fact that we have been able to help these people the way we have. I guess for whatever reason, he's just not aware of the results and outcomes.
Your mission is an important one. So go on and burn bright while the candle of life still burns.
Eva, will you sing for me again? One last time?
Alright, this is another moment where the game is incredibly quiet for seemingly no reason. I was able to hear Jack, I was able to hear Eva talk to each other. And then she started singing, and for whatever reason, it's like her volume went so low. It's picking up, but I'm only just now able to kind of pick up the occasional word. It drops that low that fast. Yeah, here it goes. It's starting to pick up loud enough here. And sings herself right into stone. But yeah, Jack's emotions in this scenario make a lot more sense. And that kind of helps the progression feel a bit more emotional. Like it carries a little bit more emotional weight here. Even though I know, once again, I'm just going to get to bring it right back. There's got to be something to that I'm not understanding. Because it almost seems too easy. Like, once again, I've said it before, like, it seems like I could just make the choice to not do it. And maybe that's why they let it have that weight.
The relics.
But I don't know why you would. When you're here, just do it. Although I bet if you did it, you'd get a different ending. Because these people would all not be... I still want them to all be just in a room in their big monster forms. Oh, that's a good question. Is Eva going to get to come back with us? She's got her own thing here. But she comes back not in a monster. Even the main character was shocked. What made her different that the monstrous form wasn't fully consuming? And she got to be a normal afterwards.
Did she resist the relic's effect? Maybe it's because we were there to treat her immediately.
That sounds a little bullshit, but it's the kind of bullshit that I could still be like, you know what? Okay, sure.
You held the threads of my tattered heart together.
Eva.
I don't know. I think maybe it could probably have something to do with how compatible she was, too.
You don't need to say
Like, maybe
anything.
because she was so compatible that when we
Would you let me stay
broke
with you
the
a while
tie to whatever that thing is that they put in her,
Do you even need to ask?
I don't know. It seems like a little shut up and accept it kind of moment. Alright, so that's another one down. I just love that big emotional scene and everybody's just standing there with their larger than life weapons. Alright, so Eo's a halberd wielder and she's just got this big hulking gun.
We're going after
I like
Mito.
it. I like the gun.
Wait. How do you even know where he is?
He's performed countless experiments on the relics, and now he's stolen the ones inside Eva. I think I know what his plan is.
It's like a big game of gather the Dragon Balls.
Reviving the Queen.
And he just took our set.
In order to do that, he'll have to take Silva's relic as well.
And we're gonna go meet him at the last Dragon Ball.
Successor.
That's not the only problem. The Red Mist. The jail of the mists that covers the world and deepens Revenant's bloodthirst. The one who created it is none other than Silva.
What? Why would Silva do that?
Which now begs the question, is it a good thing or a bad thing still?
Soldiers were needed to fight the Queen when she frenzied. Since humanity had already suffered significant losses, Revenants were created to swell the ranks.
And Revenants
In the
were
end,
seemingly
we
made from
succeeded in stopping
the dead soldiers, or the dead people who fought.
But there are a lot of humans
with a couple
living
of
in the world
exceptions.
outside. Without the Red Mist, both starving Revenants and the Lost would be able to roam freely. It was created to prevent further tragedy.
Okay, so by having this barrier,
Though,
we're unable
I
to
have
go
to
into
admit,
the innocent
if every
world.
Revenant was like you,
The
it wouldn't have been
once
as
again,
much
quote
of a
unquote,
concern.
innocent, where we couldn't guarantee that the rogue Revenants wouldn't
We'll take
just
the
be
path to the
blood hungry
fortress.
and go after
With
innocent
speed
people.
and a little luck, we might catch him.
All right, I can kind of buy the mentality behind that. So the people in here, it's like, oh, it absolutely sucks for every single one of us. But by us being in this position, we aren't hurting the people outside of our little bubble world now.
You have sharp eyes, kid.
I would also think that Jack would probably be a little happy to once again have one of his old comrades in arms alongside him. Alright, before we push on, I need to go grab the... back this way. The item that the lady drops. And I'll go through Eo's memory separately off stream, because they seem to be, you know,
Sorry, I was looking at something.
maybe I shouldn't. They are very much tied to at least the two that we've gone through so far. They do seem to be tied to some of the mystery that I keep asking about the possible connection between Eo and the rest of them. So maybe I will save it for next stream and go through a couple of them. But either way, I am going to wrap it up here at this... I keep wanting to call them bonfires. I know they're not bonfires, but they serve the same purpose. So, ooh, hold on, we got some presents. What do we got? Alright. Commemorative coin. All right, so thank you so much, everybody who did stop in. Halo Master Chief, thank you so much. It's always great getting to chat with you, and I very much look forward to every time you stop in during the stream. I hope everybody has a great week, and I hope to see you next weekend. I am going to start having a couple more episodes to put up through the week. I'm hoping to have at least one for the couple of games that I've been playing. And yeah, like I said, have a great week, and hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.